Hello children, welcome for today's biology class. So today we are going to study the chapter Fundamental Unit of Life. The topics going to be covered are an overview of cell, discovery of cell, unicellular and multicellular organisms. So first let us study what is cell. It may be plant or animal, any organism. All living organisms know they are made up of small units called cells. The cells are very small and it cannot be seen by naked eyes. The cell, it derived from the Latin word. It means a little room. It is the smallest structural and functional unit of life. There are two types of cells. They are prokaryotic or eukaryotic. Example for prokaryotic cells are bacteria, eukaryotic cells, plant cell, animal cell. So later you will study the differences between prokaryotic and eukaryotic cells and all. Okay children, so what is cell? It can be asked in 1 mark questions. Okay, and example for prokaryotic cell and eukaryotic cell also you have to learn. So can you see, it is cork cell, dead cell, what it was observed under microscope by Robert Hooke. So you cannot see any nucleus inside. So why there is no nuclei? Because it is dead cell. Okay, living cell only it contains nucleus. So now let us study the discovery of cell. So that cell, it was discovered by Robert Hooke. So he only observed the dead cells. Okay, the dead cells, the cork cells under microscope. The free living cells in pond water, bacteria, it was observed by Leeuwenhoek. The later Robert Brown, he observed living cells and he was able to find nuclei. Nucleus is singular, nuclei is plural. Protoplasm, that was observed by Purkinje. Actually it is the fluid like structure seen inside the cell. It is seen inside the cell. Okay, it is the fluid matrix. Then cell theory regarding cell, it was proposed by Sheldon and Schwann. So then Virchow, so he proposed all living cells, all cells, they arise from pre-existing cells. We cannot create a cell. So actually all cells, they arise from pre-existing cell. At least we need a single cell to produce other cells. So when you observe the living organisms, all are made up of cells. It can vary from organism to organism. The size, the shape of the cell, it vary from organism to organism. Apart from that, within the same body of the organism also it vary. In your body itself, when you observe, so different type of cells are there. You see the blood cell, if you take only blood itself, you can observe RBC, WBC, platelets. So they show various shapes, okay, and they do various functions. So like that, each and every organ and organ system when you observe, all are showing various types and shapes of cells and they show various functions also. So when you observe the smallest cell, that is PPLO. Pleuropneumonia-like organism. It is called mycoplasma also. The largest cell is ostrich egg. Smallest cell in our body is RBC, that is red blood cell. Largest cell in our body is nerve cell, that is neuron. Can you see here the smallest cell mycoplasma and largest cell, that is ostrich. Then RBC, the diagram of that is the photograph, it has been shown here. Then the diagram of neuron, okay, that is the largest cell and it is longest also. When you observe the unicellular and multicellular organisms, why they are known like that? Unicellular organisms, it consists of only one cell. It is made up of only single cell and the single cell it does all the functions. Example, that is amoeba, euglena, bacteria, all coming under this category. Multicellular organisms, here many cells are grouped together to form organism. Okay, so identical cells and they are doing similar function and structure. Okay, so together they form multicellular organism. So here first they form, so the cells together it form tissues and the tissues together organs, then organs together organ system and the organ system it ultimately forms organism. Fungi, plants, animals, okay, all are coming under this category. Different cells, they perform different functions. So here when you observe, I already told you all cells they arise from pre-existing cells only. So when you observe multicellular organism, all know they also arise from a single cell, that is zygote, and later the zygote it divides, then it forms no multicellular organism. So in multicellular organism we can observe division of labor. This means, so each and every organism, they are showing organ systems. I already told you organ system is made up of various organs, and the organs, tissues, and tissues they are made up of cells. So when you observe each and every organism, each and every organ system, it shows it is showing it is doing its own function. For example, circulatory system, so for circulation, and for digestive system, digestion, like that the works are allotted for them. But in single cell organism, it's not like that. Single cell, it does all the functions. So here a group of unicellular organism, it has been shown here: amoeba, euglena, and bacteria. Okay, so amoeba, it has small projections on the body that you call that as pseudopodia. Okay, and it is euglena, and the bacteria. Okay, it has been shown in the diagram. So next let us see the multicellular organism. It is the photograph of this fungi and plants and all varieties of animals, all are coming under multicellular organisms. Okay children, so today we are concluding up to this, and next class we will continue the next part of the chapter. Okay, thank you. We'll meet in the next class.